Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to do content analysis. Basically, content analysis is a wide and heterogeneous set of manual or computer assisted techniques for contextualized interpretation of document produced by communication process in the strict sense of that phrase. Like, for example, a kind of any text, written, iconic, multimedia, etc., or signification processes, traces, and artifacts having an ultimate goal, the production of valid and trustworthy interference. So basically, it's a research technique for the objective, systematic, and quantitative description of manifest content of communication, such as books, journals, websites, paintings, and law. It means basically content analysis is analyzing any content, right? That is the written form. That is in the written form, either in the form of books, journals, or it is written on any website, or sometimes in the form of paintings as well. Okay. Let me tell you one more thing, that content analysis is of two types. It is a design as well, and it is a research tool as well, right? A research tool is a qualitative one, whereas the design, that is also, that can be a quantitative or qualitative both. It is a research tool or technique that helps to analyze the actual content, and it is feature of any kind, whether it is a word, picture, theme, text, or try to present the content in objective and quantitative manner. So it means now these days, previously this was a concept that content analysis is only for qualitative researchers, right? But now the things are changed. It is more polished and include a variety of text, and it includes quantitative matter as well, or you can say that it produce quantitative results as well. Now, according to Harold Klessel formulated the core question of content analysis, who says what to, what to whom, why, to what extent, and with what effect. Okay, so basically, according to him, whatever is said in whatever way and to whatever extent can be included in content analysis, or we can say that it can be analyzed through content analysis. The father of content analysis was Bernard Berelson, who proposed a definition of content analysis as a research technique for the objective systematic, which I've just mentioned, right? So basically, it is objective. That is, your opinions or your biasness should not be included here. It should not be subjective. It should be objective, right? Unbiased, systematic, properly analyzed through different steps, which I'll discuss it later on in this session. And then quantitative description, right? it there is a there As I've already told you, there are two ways of analyzing it, in a qualitative way or in a quantitative manner. So the end result, if you are going towards the end, almost, I mean, बिल्कुल यानी आखिर तक अगर आप उसको लेके जाना चाह रहे हैं, तो उसका रिजल्ट क्वांटिटेटिव भी आ सकता है कंटेंट एनालिसिस का, ठीक है? So it's not always a qualitative one. Now, text can be defined broadly as books, as I've just mentioned, that different types of text can be included in uh, content analysis for analyzing text, right? So text can be defined as books, chapters, essays, interviews, discussions, newspaper headlines, articles, historical documents, speeches, conversations, advertising, theaters, informal conversation, films, photos, websites, or really any occurrence of communicative language. Okay, so now text means, as I've already discussed in discourse analysis as well, that text is whatever is written or spoken. So here, when we analyze in this text in content analysis, then it means every kind of text can be analyzed through content analysis. Basically, when we talk about content analysis, then there are 5 types of text: written text, oral text. Written text, as you know, includes books, papers, newspapers, and articles. Oral text, which includes speeches, theaters, plays, verbal communication. Then iconic text. Iconic text means some kind of drawings and paintings and icons. Okay. Then audio visual text. Audio visual text is basically the TV programs, movies, and videos which have audio and visual, uh, I mean, text in it. Then there are hypertext as well, which can be one or more of the text above, means these four types, right? And if these four types are in combination, then that is known as hypertext. It means you are analyzing in multiple ways. Now, let's talk about the goals of content analysis. Basically, to examine trends and relationship in the text and multimedia produced or used in the field's context to provide an insight into it. When we are analyzing any text, then our aim or our goal is to find out the relationship of the words or whatever theme is used in that particular text, whether it is spoken or written, right? So basically, we are trying to find out the relationship between those words. Okay. Secondly, to identify the intention, focus, or communication trends of an individual, group, or institution. If, for example, we are analyzing any verbal communication, right, or any verbal discourse, maybe on of any TV program as well, then for that, basically, we are trying to identify the intentions or the focus of their communication or the trend of that group or institute, right? In that case. Thirdly, to describe attitudinal and behavioral responses of the communication, right? How the people respond, how brother and sisters respond with each other, or two sisters are talking with each other, what is their behavior, how student and teacher are talking with each other. Verbal communication, and you can, analyze their written conversation as well, right? You can even compare that conversation in order to find out the behavior or the attitude in the written in the verbal form, right? Fourth, to determine psychological or emotional state of person or group, that is again most of the time in the verbal sense. And number fifth, content analysis, the analysis of the text document. The analysis can be quantitative, qualitative, or both. Typically, the major purpose of content analysis is to identify pattern in text. As I've just mentioned, that basically content analysis is to find out the relationship of the words, the pattern in which the words or the text is used. Okay. Then content analysis is of three types. It is divided into three broad areas. Number one, thematic analysis. Number two, indexing. And number three is quantitative descriptive analysis. Okay. So I'm going to quickly cover these three types, right? And then I'll tell you the steps of content analysis. Number one is thematic analysis. Basically, the identification of themes or major ideas in a document or set of documents. The documents can be of any kind of text, including field notes, newspapers, articles, technical papers, or organizational memos. Okay? So basically, when we are trying to find out the themes only, and we are discussing and analyzing those themes that are present in any of the written material, right? Then that is known as thematic analysis. Okay, when main focus is on
Simple idea.
the theme. Then indexing. Indexing is there. There are a wide variety of automated method for rapidly indexing text document. Now, when we talk about indexing, then there are different software through which you can easily sorry, you can easily index all the words. Okay, you can make an index of it. इसके डिफरेंट सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं, तो इतने ज़्यादा ये मतलब आपको मैन्युअली करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती. और ये वैसे भी अगर हम रिसर्चर्स की बात करें तो वो फिर सोशल साइंसेज या इंग्लिश से रिलेटेड वो इतना नहीं इंडेक्सिंग यूज होती. ठीक है, या तो हम करते हैं थीमेटिक एनालिसिस या ओवरऑल हम कंटेंट एनालिसिस करते हैं. But in order to give you the idea of indexing, I'm discussing this thing. Okay, so there is keyword in context, quick analysis and a computer analysis of text data. So there is a software as well available. A computer program scan the text and indexes all keywords. So basically, a program is set for indexing और उसके हिसाब से आपको जो भी कीवर्ड सेलेक्ट करते हैं आप वो ओवरऑल पूरे टेक्स्ट में से आपको फाइंड आउट करके दे देता है. ठीक है. So a keyword is that you already know what is a keyword. Let me quickly remind you, I mean, tell you that again, that a keyword is any term in the text that is not included in an exceptional dictionary. Okay, especially a keyword that is related with the theme or with that particular article जिसका आप जिसको फाइंड आउट करने चाह रहे हैं, जो एक पर्टिकुलर ओवरऑल आइडिया है, ओवरऑल उसकी थीम है, कह लें, या मेन वर्ड है, और वो वर्ड किस तरह से वो फाइंड आउट करेगा, कहाँ कहाँ किस किस तरह से यूज हुआ है, वो ये ऑटोमेटिकली सॉफ्टवेयर वो आइडेंटिफाई कर लेता है. ठीक है. Typically, you would set up an exceptional dictionary that includes all non-essential words like is, and, of, etc. Right? तो ये words हटा के आप उस dictionary को set कर लेते हैं, and then index is created. So all keywords are alphabetized and are listed with the text that precedes and follows it, so the researcher can see the word in the context in which it occurred in the text. ठीक है, तो उनके पास लिस्ट आ जाती है कि कहाँ किस तरह से यूज हुआ हुआ है. In an analysis of interview text, for instance, one can easily identify all uses of the term abuse and the context in which they were used. Okay? So you put a key term in this software of indexing, and then it show you how words related with that particular word are used in that text in which you are trying to, you are analyzing. The third type is the quantitative descriptive analysis. Now, here the purpose is to describe features of the text quantitatively. As the name suggests, कि हम यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे कि quantitative way में इन numbers की form में बताएंगे कि क्या चीज़ कितनी दफ़ा use हुई है. ठीक है. Thematic analysis में let me quickly make a comparison between these three types. Thematic analysis में हम themes discuss करते हैं. ठीक है, उसको एनालाइज करते हैं, सिर्फ थीम्स निकाल के उनको एनालाइज कर लेते हैं कि थीम्स किस किस तरह से डिस्कस हुई है. इंडेक्सिंग में पूरा इंडेक्स बना के, यानी इस तरह से होता है कि ये कीवर्ड है और इससे रिलेटेड कौन से वर्ड यूज हुए हैं और कहाँ कहाँ किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में यूज है, उसमें कॉन्टेक्स्ट देखते हैं. जबकि क्वांटिटेटिव डिस्क्रिप्टिव एनालिसिस में हम ये देखते हैं कि कौन सा वर्ड कितनी दफा यूज हुआ है, क्वांटिटेटिव वे में, नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स दैट पर्टिकुलर वर्ड इज यूज्ड. ओके. So, for instance, you might want to find out which word or phrases were used most frequently in the text. Again, this type of analysis is most often done directly with computer programs. There are different computer programs that ANOVA or mazid different softwares and those which you can use and you can easily do such analysis. ठीक है. लेकिन overall हम अगर thematic analysis या content analysis, जो कि content analysis और की जब हम बात करते हैं तो वो almost thematic analysis की sense में ही आता है, ज़्यादातर उसी purpose के लिए use होता है. तो अगर हम उसकी बात करें तो वो ज़्यादातर हम manually करते हैं. हाँ, लेकिन अगर आप quantitative descriptive analysis करें तो उसके लिए there are different softwares available, though they are costly and not easily available these days, but most probably it will be available in future inshallah. ठीक है, अभी भी मिल जाते हैं लेकिन थोड़े से मतलब फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट नहीं है. ओके, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द कंटेंट एनालिसिस इन डिटेल. ठीक है, अब हम उसकी तरफ जाते हैं. ये तो 3 टाइप्स थी. अब हम देखते हैं कंटेंट एनालिसिस बेसिकली है क्या, करना क्या होता है इसमें. Now, to conduct a content analysis on any such text, the text is coded or broken down into manageable categories on a variety of level: word sense, phrases, sentences, or themes, and then examined. Okay, right? So basically, over here we have to break down the text, we have to codify them, we have to make categories, right? And then find out the themes, and then examine using one of the content analysis basic method. ठीक है. अब बेसिक मेथड, नाउ इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द एनालिसिस, तो कौन कौन से किस किस तरह के एनालिसिस हैं. जैसे अभी हमने 3 टाइप्स बात की, तो अब इन 3 टाइप्स को भी फर्दर वो 3 टाइप्स भी 2 में डिवाइड हो रही हैं, either conceptual analysis or relational analysis. Conceptual analysis is basically counting individual occurrence of concept based on the number of words or images. So basically this talks about the numbers. So yani jo quantitative descriptive analysis है, that is somewhat similar with the conceptual analysis, जहाँ हम concepts देखते हैं और उनको numbers में count करते हैं. ठीक है, यानी नंबर कौन सा कितनी दफा आया है. ठीक है, कौन सा वर्ड कितनी दफा आया है ओवरऑल टेक्स्ट. whereas relational analysis is examining the relationship among concepts in a text. So basically, in relational analysis, the relationship of the word, how they are related with each other, where they are used, how they are used, this is included. So basically, जो thematic analysis है और indexing है, that is included in relational analysis. Now, moving further, this is the most important aspect of content analysis, or you can say the way content analysis is done. ठीक है, there are different steps: sorting, sifting, coding, typology. इसके आगे टेक्सोनोमी भी होता है. जब हम टेक्सोनोमी, मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन नहीं किया है क्योंकि राइट नाउ आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द क्वालिटेटिव कंटेंट एनालिसिस. ठीक है, ये क्वालिटेटिव में हम क्या करते हैं, और एंड राइट नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द रिसर्च टूल as a tool, content analysis as a tool, research tool. ठीक है, I'm not talking about the design. ठीक है, so basically content analysis, for first of all we have to sort the things. Sort means, sorting is any process of arranging items systematically. It means when you start reading any text, then you usually start highlighting the important points, important things, right? That is, you are sorting out the things. ठीक है, कि क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्या क्या चीजें जरूरी हैं इस टेक्स्ट में. ठीक है, देन द सेकेंड स्टेप इज सिफ्टिंग. Sifting is to make a close examination of all the parts of something in order to find something or to separate what is useful from what is not. Okay, so when you have highlighted, then you will start finding out कि वो जो highlighted part है वो कौन सा important है, कौन सा important नहीं है, कौन सा यूजफुल है, कौन सा यूजफुल नहीं है, और किस किस तरह से ये आपस में रिलेटेड है. आप क्या करना शुरू करते हैं, वो जो आपने अंडरलाइन या हाईलाइट किए हुए होती हैं चीजें, उनको आप शिफ्ट करना शुरू करते हैं, उनको आप एक तरह से पार्ट्स या कैटेगराइज करना शुरू करते हैं. जैसे ही आपने कैटेगराइज करना शुरू किया या आपने उनको डिवाइड करना शुरू किया, तो एक्चुअली यू हैव टू गिव देम सम कोड्स, एंड दैट इज कोडिंग. ठीक है, सो कोडिंग इज बेसिकली टू गिव कोड्स टू द सिफ्टेड मटेरियल. ठीक है, जो आपने सिफ्ट किया, आपने ये डिवाइड कर लिया कि ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, और आपस में कौन कौन सी चीजें एक आइडिया दे रही हैं, तो वो आप बेसिकली कैटेगराइज कर रहे होते हैं. और कैटेगराइज करने के साथ साथ आप बेसिकली उसको कोड भी एक दे रहे होते हैं, कि वो सारी सिमिलर वर्ड्स को आप एक थीम या एक कोड बना देते हैं. ठीक है, उसके बाद typology. Typology is the study of or analysis of classification based on types or categories. ठीक है, अब जो आपके पास, let's say आपके पास 10 words आए, and those can be codified in a single code, as a single code. ठीक है, लेकिन उसकी सब डिविजन्स हो सकती हैं. तो वो जो सब डिविजन्स होंगी, दैट इज बेसिकली टिपोलॉजी. यानी एक ही ओवरऑल एक कीवर्ड या एक आइडिया के अंडर जो फर्दर सब आइडियाज होंगे, उनके वो या सब थीम्स कह लें आप, वो है टिपोलॉजी. अगर आप उसमें काउंटिंग शुरू कर दें कि ये पर्टिकुलर वर्ड, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हम जैसे अभी कोरोना है इतना ज्यादा स्प्रेड हुआ हुआ है, तो हम फ्लू की बात करें. ठीक है, फ्लू, अब इस कोई आर्टिकल है कोरोना वायरस से रिलेटेड, आप देखना चाह रहे हैं कि फ्लू फ्लू वर्ड कितनी दफा यूज हुआ है. तो अगर फ्लू या ये फ्लू, स्वाइन फ्लू, कोरोना, ऑल दीज टाइप्स आर समवॉट रिलेटेड, आई मीन अ पार्ट ऑफ फ्लू, तो फ्लू आपकी मेन कोड हो जाएगा, और उसके सब जो टाइप्स हैं या टिपोलॉजी जो उसकी बनेगी, वो कोरोना, स्वाइन फ्लू और डिफरेंट टाइप्स आ जाएंगे. ठीक है, और इसी के अगर आप ये काउंट करना चाह रहे हैं कि इसमें स्वाइन फ्लू का वर्ड कितनी दफा यूज हुआ है, या कोरोना का वर्ड कितनी दफा यूज हुआ है, कोविड-19 का वर्ड कितनी दफा यूज हुआ है, तो जब हम ये कैलकुलेट करना शुरू करते हैं, तो वो कहलाता है टेक्सोनोमी. ठीक है, आई हैव नॉट मेंशन इट हियर बिकॉज अदरवाइज इट विल टर्न आउट टू बी क्वांटिटेटिव डिस्क्रिप्टिव एनालिसिस. अगर आपने ये काउंट करना शुरू किया, तो वो क्वांटिटेटिव डिस्क्रिप्टिव एनालिसिस की तरफ चला जाएगा. ठीक है, अगर आप इसको प्योर क्वालिटेटिव रखना है, तो सिर्फ यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द कोर्स, द थीम्स एंड द सब थीम्स, दैट्स इट. ओके, so that's all for today. I hope the things are clear. Thank you so much.